everyone, and welcome to This Day. It is Saturday, May 18th, and I'm your host, Bobby Higgins. Coming up on the show today, we welcome Sarah Willard and Judy Mighton with the Cat Club. They have some adorable furry friends to introduce us to. And after that, we have Luke Lukic and Carmen Parcella join us with the Jazz Lovers Club. So great show coming your way today. And now let's take a look at today's Stay Informed. Come join our team. Resident employment opportunities have been expanded. Village residents are now welcome to apply for any full-time positions open within VMS Incorporated. To check out the open positions, visit lagunawoodsvillage.com. Scroll down to the site's footer and click on Careers under Search Our Current Job Openings, then click Join Our Team. And now let's take a look outside at the weather. Today it is mostly cloudy, then it'll gradually become sunny with a high of 69 and a low of 55. Tomorrow on Sunday it'll be mostly sunny but cool, and on Monday it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 66 and a low of 54. And now let's take a look at the sunrise and sunset. This is a photo of my family from last Sunday on Mother's Day. It's not very often I get the entire family together, so it was such a special day. Definitely, probably one of my most favorite Mother's Days so far. It was a definitely fun-packed full day and evening. Your sunrise today was at 5:47 this morning, and your sunset will be at 7:47 p.m. tonight. Just absolutely loving these long days. If you'd like to have your photo featured here on This Day, we would love to showcase them, so please email them to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Stay with us because we have the Cat Club coming up right after the break. We'll see you in just a moment.
I'm so happy to recommend Dr. Fairman. I've been going to her for 9 years. She's done implants, crowns, bridges, root canals, and I've been happy with everything that she's done. The staff is so friendly and pleasant, kind, and gentle. I would recommend her to anyone.
We are now fully open for all your dental needs and invite you to come in and experience the brilliant smile difference.
We are close to Gate 6 near Snooty Fox Restaurant behind Coco's.
Cirque du Soleil presents Kuza, an adrenaline rush of acrobatics in a zany kingdom of characters. Kuza opens June 8th under the Big Top at Laguna Hills Mall. Kuza thanks its official partner, Air Canada. Save up to 25% on bookings of 10 or more. Tickets on sale at cirquedusoleil.com.
Welcome back to This Day. Joining us now from the Cat Club is Sarah Willard and Judy Mighton. Welcome, ladies. So nice to have you on today. And we have a little friend we'll meet here in just a moment. So first off, Sarah, what makes a cat highly adoptable?
Well, I think most people would say the first thing is that attracts them is the appearance.
Yeah.
They love the way the cat looks, or something about it just connects with them. Then after that, we always consider the health of the cat, because you know, you want to be able to take care of it and not have it be a burden.
Yeah.
And then there's the temperament of the cat. In other words, shy cats, active cats, cats that come right up to you. And if a cat, you know, hangs back, that doesn't mean that they're not adaptable. They may be very wonderful, but it just takes time to get to know that cat.
Yeah, sometimes they got to get comfortable before their personality comes out.
And then the age of the cat is something to be considered too. A lot of our cats in the Cat Club are either middle-aged or older cats because they've been with a wonderful owner for a long part of their lives.
Yeah.
And now they may be going into their next owner.
Yeah.
And so you have to consider the age too. We don't get very many kittens. Once in a while,
okay,
we have a kitten, and we'll talk about that later. But the age is something to be considered.
It's nice to get an adult cat because,
It's
you know,
fabulous.
then you've gone through just the more energy, them trying to get outside or that kind of thing. I always think that when I first have my cats, that, you know, like, gosh, I can't wait to get past that 3-year mark when they will calm down.
That's right. They're much more settled when they're older.
Yes.
Sometimes people don't realize that a kitten is with the, you know,
Maybe
the curtains
clawing,
and,
yeah.
you know, running around and active, whereas an older cat kind of knows what life is about.
Yeah, they like the finer things. They want to be petted, and
Right.
and their personalities come out at that point too.
That's right.
So I understand you have a couple of cats that are right now good candidates for adoption, Josie and Jake, and they're
Yes.
available now. And I think we have a little clip to show of them. But what do you have to say? What's their story, Josie and Jake?
Well, they are siblings, so they've always been together, and that's why we really try and we like to keep the siblings and bonded cats together because they'll be happiest
Yeah.
in a home with each other. So,
So they
they're-
were from the same litter then?
They were
when
from
you
the
say
same
siblings?
litter.
Okay.
Yes, but it's interesting because Jake is the male and he is feisty. He's, you know, right out there and wants to, you know, very friendly. Comes right up and puts his paws on you to be petted.
How cute.
And Josie is, she's a little bit more in the background and a little bit shyer, but very sweet.
A true brother-sister relationship, right? The big brother's always taking care of the little
Right.
sister.
And the foster who has them right now, the lady who is taking care of them, it says that Josie is one of the sweetest cats she's ever had. So, you know, they have different personalities, but they're a really nice pair. Jake is a tuxedo and Josie's a black.
Okay.
cat.
Yeah, just beautiful. And so Judy, tell me, what makes a good foster parent?
Well, first you have to have the patience to get the cat's trust because these cats are coming into a new place with a new person and they're scared. So you have to have the patience to calmly talk to them, put them in a small space where they feel safe, sometimes even a big box with a blanket, and they feel very safe there. And then you earn their trust, and then you also have to make sure that their health is improved. You take them to the vet for all their shots and get them fixed if they have to be neutered or spayed, and that's very important to build up their health.
Yeah.
Now, when we got Paws, the little kitten and his mom, they were living in a carport, and they both had fleas all over them, were just as thin as can be. So we had to get flea baths, give them all their shots, and then we had to build up their health.
Yeah. And then they're more ready to go to their new forever home.
Right.
And you have a little guy to introduce us here too.
Right, this is Sherlock. He's 13 years old.
Okay.
And his owner had to go to the hospital. So he was put into a veterinarian cage and kept there for several months until the person's relatives could be located and relinquish the cat to our cat club. So then he's been in a foster's home for a while now. He is the sweetest, calmest, most loving cat. He really needs to have a loving home.
And I think you said he also does well with other cats. There's another cat in the foster
Yes,
home where
his
he's at?
foster has a cat, and he gets along fine with it.
Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, you can tell he's a little skittish now that we brought him in the studio, but you could tell he's very calm and just loves to be petted. And
he loves to play with
around
toys.
now.
Yeah.
He loves to play with toys. I think the video will show that. He's very playful for a 13-year-old.
Oh, that's wonderful. What a doll. And then you also mentioned another cat you guys wanted to showcase for today. His name is Paws, and I think we have a little video clip on him as well. Is Paws a boy or a girl?
He's a boy.
He's a boy. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was saying that right.
And
Tell us
so
about Paws.
he's about 8 months old now.
Oh, okay. So
We
he's
got
a
him
kitten.
when he was maybe 2 or 3 months old. We had him neutered, and he was very afraid. He had never had contact with a person. We got him and his mom. His mom obviously had had a home. She was calm. She was adopted right away. He was afraid of people, so it has taken me several months to get him used to other people.
Okay.
Now he's ready to be adopted. He's not afraid of people, but he's still afraid of new places.
Okay.
And he's just adorable. He plays so much. And he wants me to play with him all day, but I can't. He needs a home. He needs a home.
Aw, yeah. It's all these cats need their forever homes, and just your heart breaks. You wanna get them settled where they will be loved and have attention and stay healthy and all those things. So what is the process? How does someone go about adopting a cat?
Well, they go to our website or they call us on the number that's shown, and we refer them to an application that's online, or we can mail it to them. And they fill out that application with their information. We have to know if they have another cat or a dog in their house, because some of our animals obviously can't go to a home where there's another cat or a dog.
Okay.
Information about their health, and if they have a backup person in case their health fails and the cat has to go to a relative. Yeah. And then after the application's received and approved, I go to a person's home and check it out to make sure it's safe for a cat. There's no way the cat could get outside, because
Okay.
as you know, we have coyotes here.
Yes.
You want to make sure the cats are safe.
So what do you look for in that situation?
I look for the fact that they don't have windows where the cat can get out, or
make sure they're like screens
a
on
door
the
in the
windows.
patio or something like that, or that there's some furniture that the cat could get under and behind and they couldn't get them out.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes when they're new to
Yeah, they
that
get
area,
scared.
they're scared and they go underneath something and you can't get them out.
Yeah, one of the things I had heard was if you have like a small bathroom, maybe keep the cat in there for the first few days
Yeah.
until they start to get comfortable and,
Right.
and more familiar with the surroundings and the family.
And
not so
it's
afraid.
not really like putting them in a little prison. They feel more comfortable if they're kind of in a smaller space. If you let them roam the whole house the first time, they don't know where they are. And, you know.
Right, right. I mean, same with dogs as well.
Yeah.
Like a crate, actually, some people think, oh, I shouldn't put the dog in the crate, but that actually is kind of like a safe
Right.
haven for them, a little corner as
Yeah.
well. So, yeah. What's something to keep in mind when you're meeting a cat for the very first time? You know, and you're trying to get a feel, you know.
I think the first key is patience.
Yeah.
You can't go lunging toward a cat and expect that it's going to meet you halfway. You know, they're going to rear back. They need time to assess the situation, and their cats are more subtle than dogs. You know, dogs will come right up.
Yes, yeah.
Sniff, sniff. And cats, you need patience with them,
Yeah.
and you know, just take your time.
And I would like to mention that the Cat Club is not a social club. It is a service club. We are a nonprofit service club. And so we appreciate donations. When people adopt our cats, we appreciate that they will donate the money that helps us pay for the spaying and for the food and for the veterinarian care, which is very expensive. When they get a cat from us, the cat has had all their shots and is spayed and is healthy. We don't let them go to home if they have problems.
Oh, good. Oh, that's wonderful. What a great service you guys are providing.
And
Yeah, and we feel
also, if the person who owns the cat needs help with their cat, like they're unable to take the cat to the vet, or they're too sick and need someone to come in and feed their cat, we provide that service.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So we feel like it's sort of a multi-pronged approach. In other words, we will help people in Laguna Woods with their pets if they need it. And then we're helping out a pet, the
Yeah.
cat itself, when their owner has to go move somewhere else or is no longer here. We don't want those pets or cats thrown out on the street. You know,
Yeah.
we want to be able to take care of them. So that's in our mission, that we will take care of all cats in Laguna Woods.
So are you going to show some pictures of Pops, the kitten?
Well, I think we showed some when we were talking about Paul.
Oh,
So yeah,
good.
so yeah. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here
Oh, you're
today and
welcome.
bringing Sherlock along. He has been just the perfect guest. So if you see any cats here today on the show that you are interested in adopting, please email the Cat Club at lwcatclub@gmail.com, or you can go online to lagunawoodscatclub.com. Stay with us. We will have more of This Day right after this.
The King Living mid-year sale is on now. 5 decades of Australian furniture design, crafted for a lifetime of comfort. So why buy ordinary furniture when you can come home to King? Sale on now.
The Salvation Army Orange County is committed to building hope in people's lives rather than just more shelters. The Center of Hope, a comprehensive homeless care solution, combines a 325-bed emergency shelter, 72 permanent supportive housing apartments, on-site medical, dental, vision, and mental health care, and an award-winning drug and alcohol rehabilitation center. Donate today to transform lives, create safer neighborhoods, and provide an opportunity to end chronic homelessness in Orange County.
And welcome back to This Day. If you like jazz, we've got a real treat for you. The Jazz Lovers Club folks are here. I want to welcome Carmen Pacella and Luke Lukic to our program.
Correct.
Thanks for joining us, guys. So in general, let's just talk about, it's pretty obvious what the Jazz Lovers Club is all about, but what do you guys do as an organization in terms of getting folks in and having events and that kind of thing?
We do a lot of different things. You know, we try to have monthly meetings where people are exposed to an educational aspect of jazz, whether we're talking about a certain, jazz performer or women in jazz or whatever the case is. We also have events, that's club events that we go to. One recent one was Campus Jacks, where just a bunch of people went to a jazz club and had a good time there. We put concerts together. So we're trying to expose people in the village here to jazz. And I know the village has a lot of opportunities for all different types of music. We're trying to keep it more toward jazz.
Now, jazz is one of the few true, authentic American music genres.
Yes.
It started here in the South. New Orleans is famous for it, and that kind of thing. But I think a lot of people don't understand that there's so many variations of jazz. Like there is, for let's say, rock and roll, hard rock, soft rock, and new age synthesized.
Jazz has the same scenario, and the last person I've talked to is that there were 23 different genres of jazz. And there could be Dixieland jazz, Latin jazz, crossover, straight ahead. It goes on and on and on, and people don't understand it. They look at one little aspect and say, well, I don't like that. But there's more to it.
Well, Carmen, what did you first fall in love with jazz?
You know when you hear it.
Yeah, right.
That's the best explanation for jazz. As a young teenager, at I think 13, 14 years old, started to listen to some of the big bands at the time, and so those were main influences, big band music. So yeah, that's how it gets started, and then you start to find, which avenue,
which ones is
which one do you like the best?
Really resonates with you in terms of that.
120 years worth of
there's a lot to choose from.
It's a lot to choose from.
Now, Luke, some of the past events, what have you guys been doing in terms of the Jazz Lovers Club this year?
Well, 2 weeks ago, my wife and I went to a big band jazz concert in Saddleback College, which was excellent. I was really, really impressed the way they put that together. We've had Alina Gillum come on the property and have a concert for us. Carmen was there, and it was just fantastic. She's a terrific performer. Her whole group put together terrific assembly. Everything was just terrific. We have outings this fall, which our club is going to be technically closed for July and August because Laguna Beach has their Festival of the Arts, and they have a music festival during that period of time, which has days that were jazz. So last year we did the same thing. We had people that spent, hey, we're going Tuesday afternoon to listen to jazz in Laguna Beach.
Yeah, so informally, maybe a lot of you guys will be down there.
Yes, that's the way it normally works, is we have people, we give that exposure to all the members, and if they can fit it in their schedule and come down there, that's great.
All right, before folks start heading out for the summer fun in Laguna, though, you guys have some stuff coming up here on June 1st. You have Jazz in the Woods.
Jazz in the Woods is a quarterly event that we do in the village, and we bring various musicians in for the performance. And June 1st at Clubhouse 7 from 4 to 6 p.m., we will have the Kareem Youngsep Quintet, which is West Coast jazz.
Is that one of the 20-something genres?
Straight ahead. Yeah, this is straight ahead jazz. This is pure. Yeah. It doesn't get any better. It's operated by the SoCal Jazz Academy, which is an academy in Orange County that teaches all ages of musicians jazz, playing different instruments and vocals, etc. So anyhow, they'll be here. We've got a great quintet. Dr. Kareem Youngsep is the leader of the quintet, and he's got some really, really good players. They're composers. They compose in their own right, so it's not just the straight ahead that you've heard before. It's straight ahead that's been composed recently.
Yeah, and to me, when I've seen jazz quartets and quintets and things like that play, these folks are performers. They're not just some guy who picked up a guitar and he's in a garage band kind of
it's
thing.
all
they
a creative.
They understand musical scale.
Oh, yeah.
They understand tempo. They understand how to play.
Much more than the classical pianist would understand. I mean, technically, they're really above the fray.
If you're in a jazz band, you know your stuff.
Right. But, you need to know the basics, but. But that's the creative side is what people appreciate. So I think what we're doing, and I'm new to the Jazz Lovers Club, but the club was to promote the appreciation of jazz music and all the different genres. So everyone's going to have a different opinion, of course.
Sure.
You put 100 people in the room, you're going to get a lot of different opinions. But if you provide the best of the best, if you provide the best female vocalist, you're going to win.
Right.
And if you provide the best straight-ahead jazz quintet, you're going to win.
Yeah, and people will come away from that knowing if they like it or not, most certainly, because they heard some of
It's
the
all
best.
in your ear. You hear it. Oh, yeah, I like that.
Right.
So whether it's smooth jazz or progressive jazz or modern jazz, there's many different genres. But we hope to educate the village and for their appreciation, so they'll have fun.
Yeah.
It's all about having fun.
That's going to be on June 1st, 4 to 6 p.m. over at Clubhouse 7. It is a Saturday. Members get $10 and $15 for folks who are guests.
Correct.
But all worth it.
Yeah, bring your own food. They'll have a GRF cash bar there, no host cash bar. And it's a great venue. Clubhouse 7 is great. It's got a nice stage and tables and all that.
Now, if there's one person that people would associate, they know the name, if they're talking about jazz, Miles Davis.
Oh, yeah.
He is the king of that genre, it seems to be, right? And
About
you guys are
50 or 60 years worth.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And so there's going to be a tribute for him coming up as well.
Well, that'll be on June 6th.
That'll be our regular business
That's a
meeting.
meeting. That's a business meeting. It's not a performance, but it's a retrospective.
Oh, so you're doing
a retrospective on Miles Davis.
Oh, okay, so it's a little bit of a history,
He's my favorite. Was one of my favorites from back in the day.
And that's our. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'll be doing the presentation there. I photographed Miles back in the day.
You did? Really?
Yeah, I've been to a lot of his concerts. 5 feet away. And so I'm doing the retrospective for this particular meeting.
Okay.
Every month is a different topic, and different people present different things.
Now, in putting this together, did you yourself learn some things about Miles that you didn't know? I mean, being a fan for all these years, you're like, this is a little bit surprised to me, or I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, his if you read his autobiography, it's amazing. But one thing that I always thought jazz musicians were, and at the time when I first learned about him, I was a rock and roll guy. So I always thought jazz musicians were kind of like, they're off in their own world over here. But, he was Juilliard trained.
Wow.
And he came out of Juilliard thinking that he was going to work and, play with a lot of different orchestras. And so he played with a lot of big bands. But he struck out on his own real quick. And, he made some of the best connections in the industry. Herbie Hancock, Ron Carter. He had all the players lined up right when he got out of school. So, yeah.
Big fan of Miles? You going to be there?
Yes, I will be there. And let's put it this way. I like Miles Davis's music. I don't particularly care for his personal life. If you can dig into his personal life, he was not a nice guy.
You can always yeah, that's true. You know, we always have to sometimes separate the music from the artist.
Yes, I like his music very much.
I could shed some light on. I'll shed some light on that.
All right, so the big show is going to be on June 1st, folks, 4 to 6, Clubhouse 7. Get out there, make sure you enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Jazz Lovers Club, gentlemen, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
A lot of fun.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
Power your adventures with the all-electric 2024 Subaru Solterra. It comes with legendary Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive, standard, plus a rugged 8.3 inches of ground clearance. Everything about the Subaru Solterra is advanced, including the technology keeping you and your passengers safe. Love is now electric.
Hi, it's Desiree from Irvine Subaru. Get your new Subaru here with complimentary maintenance included.
Welcome back to This Day. Let's take a look at today's movie presentation here on Village Television. Today's movie is The Monk and the Gun and is being brought to you by RadNet, and showtimes are at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. So make sure to check it out. This movie is about an American who travels into Bhutan in search of a valuable antique rifle and crosses paths with a young monk who wanders through the serene mountains, instructed by his teacher to make things right again. And now let's take a look at some announcements and things happening here in the village. Come join the Boobers Club and the Funk Station Band tonight, Saturday, May 18th. Doors open at 6 p.m. and dancing starts at 7 p.m. This event is free to members and is $15 for guests. You just pay at the door. Make sure to get there early because it is first come, first served. The Democratic Club next meeting is coming up on Tuesday, May 21st at 7 p.m. in Clubhouse 2 in the main lounge. This month's speakers are public educator advocates Terry Sori and Billy Joe Wrights. Make sure you check that out. And now let's take a look outside at the weather. Today it is mostly cloudy and then gradually it'll become sunny with a high of 69 and a low of 55. Tomorrow on Sunday it'll be mostly sunny but cool, and on Monday it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 66 and a low of 54. And looking ahead to this day, on Monday, we have Sterling Financial and also MVS Incorporated. So make sure you tune back in for that show. And that's it for us here today. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. For This Day, I'm Bobby Higgins. Have a great day.